Howdy, and welcome to Gadanke Workshop, the journal video series that's created to inspire, entertain, and encourage you to celebrate your story. This workshop is brought to you for free because of your support and purchase of Gadanke.com's products, which eliminate writer's block and help you document what makes you jump out of bed in the morning. Thank you for your continued support, folks. I'm your host, Katie Clemens, the story catcher and journal crafter behind Gadanke.com, and this is episode 4, a foolproof journal entry. So you've got your journal in your hands, but those writing prompts or those blank pages, they're just kind of staring at you in the face. It's intimidating. What do you do? How do you get started? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about today. So I have a 5-step foolproof plan to make it really easy. The first thing you're going to need in your journal entry is the title. Then when you start writing, the first thing you'll write about is a past memory. This is usually about a paragraph. And then you have another paragraph about other people. And then you'll write about why it matters today. And for me, that's usually a couple different paragraphs. Finally, you finish it off with the date. 5 simple steps. Let's see how we apply that, okay? So I am going to turn to a journal entry that I wrote in a moment of happiness. Let's see where it is. And I got the inspiration for this journal entry from workshop number 2. You might recall we were journaling on photos, and for that we listed I love to, and one of the things I wrote was I love to laugh with my sister. So I thought that I would expand on that with a journal entry. And over time I can definitely go in and expand all of these different items, and I would encourage you to do the same. Okay, so part 1, I love to laugh with my sister. That's my title. Past memory. So I actually wrote 2 past memory paragraphs about laughing with my sister. I wrote, I remember how Michelle and I would crack up when I was in high school. We spent a lot of time together, so I think we just knew each other's quirks quite well. Michelle would do something like a gesture, or I'd make some face, and we'd be lost. And here's where I start introducing my brother. Todd thought we were crazy. He was probably right. I still remember his eye rolls as he walked past our bedrooms. The typical teenage eye rolls from a brother wondering how he could possibly have the same DNA as us. Okay, so we got the first 3 steps. Now, why it matters today. I had a flashback last night to the moments as Michelle and I were FaceTiming. I love how video chatting keeps us connected. Nicholas was crawling around, occasionally popping his head into the screen or shaking his head, no, as I told a story about him. I don't remember what happened, but all of a sudden, we were grabbing our stomachs with laughter. Michelle and I were having a great time. Then it happened. Nicholas gave us that look, the look of his Uncle Todd that could only spell one thing. You weirdos. Then to finish it off, I used the date stamper right here and just put the date in. So there we go. That's a simple finished entry. I know it can sound a little intimidating at first to give it a shot, but it's really not that bad. So here's another one. I love to explore the world. That's my title. And I actually decided to stick the date in spot number 2. You can do that. Doesn't matter. So here I might mention how I always wanted to travel, or how I always wanted to, taste different things or experience different things around the world. And then I would reference other people. So in this case, I might talk about, where I got the passion, like my father who loves to travel, it probably instilled it in me. And then why this matters to me today. So I might talk about, living in some awesome place, or traveling somewhere, or having a bucket list of where I want to go. You can use the same strategy when you keep any of the journals at Gadanke, like the writing prompts in the Become journal really struck me this morning. Today's the day to make something happen. So here's the plan. Again, you start with your title. You might want to stick the date in here, or stick the date at the end. And you talk about a past memory. So maybe the past memory is how you always wanted to go back to school. And you just had this great desire to become a teacher, for example, but just weren't there quite yet. Other people, so maybe your parents were really encouraging you to go, but you were afraid. So you talk about a little of your memories of your parents encouraging you. And then why all this matters today. Why do you still want to go to school? Why do you still want to become a teacher? So there you go. Throw on your date and your journal entry is finished. So as you flip through a journal with writing prompts and you're just not sure where to start, use this 5-step foolproof journal entry system and you will have some awesome entries. I can't wait to see what you do. If you share them online, please use the hashtag #MyGadankeJournal, and I will see you next week, folks. Have a great time. Bye.